Good morning, good morning. I'm coming to you with a 20-minute HIIT workout, 20 minutes. If you want to burn fat, belly fat, body fat, any kind of fat, this is the workout for you. So join me in this total body workout. Nothing to it but to do it, right? Come on in, come on in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Join me if you can. Come on, join me. This is the only way you can get the results that you desire. If you desire to lose weight, to have a flat tummy, to rid back fat, to strengthen the arms, the legs, and the glutes. This is the workout for you. So come on, let's get started. Good morning. Please like, share, and subscribe. 20 minutes. Good morning. Good morning. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good morning. Good morning. Please like the video. Good morning. Please like the video. I am doing a 20-minute HIIT workout. Good morning. Good morning. Please like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Join me in this 20-minute HIIT workout, morning workout, pre-workout, pre-work workout. 20 minutes. Whew. Good morning, good morning. Like the video, please. I'm working this morning. Give me a thumbs up this morning. You are interested in losing weight, these are exercises that are great for losing weight, burning total body fat. You cannot get into a gym. You cannot go to a fitness facility, environment. These are great home exercises for you. Give them a try. These are the type of exercises that I do to get in shape. This is what we call in the South homegrown. This is the body that was made at home, not in the gym, but literally at home. So you can lose weight at home. You do not have to go into a gym to lose weight. You just have to know what to do. And on this channel, my channel, Chic Speaks, I show you what to do to lose weight. This is what I do. This is what I do to get to this shape, to get to this size, and to maintain this size. "30-second rest." Good morning. How are you? You guys are quiet this morning. Let me know, how are you? Where are you in this world? Where are you? Where are you located? I am located in the great state of Georgia in the USA. Where are you located? Whew, I'm working this morning. 20-minute HIIT workout. It'll get you right. It'll get you, child, it'll get you right. Let me help you get right. simple exercises. It's really about consistency, consistently doing these exercises. Everything is about consistency. How often are you doing them? Are you doing them properly? What you see me do, if you can do it at least 3 to 4 days a week, 15 to 20 minutes, that's a start. Consistently, you should see results. The more effort you put into it, the greater your results. It's pretty much how it works. Lost my balance for a minute. But it's okay. Sometimes you may do an exercise and you lose your balance. It's okay. Get back into it. You want to make sure you got your form right. So therefore you get the greatest impact from the exercise that you're doing at that time. You're catching me work out in real time. These are exercises that I do to maintain. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like the video for me. It's free. Woo. Y'all, I'm working this morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. This is what my Monday looks like. What does your Monday look like? It's a total body workout. Woo, child. Good morning, good morning. Come on in. It's a great exercise for the waistline. If you want to trim your waistline, I feel like a robot when I do this exercise. But it's a great exercise for your abs. If you want to keep a trim waistline, flat stomach, you want to rid this or all of this, that's a great exercise for you. can't do that, you can do this. Can't raise your foot up, raise your knees. Try to see if you can get your knees to touch your hands. It's just another alternate way to get this exercise in. It's an ab workout as well as a leg workout. So sometimes you have to switch it up. So therefore, you know, it works best for you because you want to make sure that you're able to get the best impact from the actual exercise. So sometimes you have to change it up. You got to switch it up. So you do what you need to do, right? It's a simple arm rolling. Simple enough, right? Child, I do not be doing a lot over here. One thing about Chic, she's gonna figure out a way to keep it simple. I like to keep things simple. I don't like to work out past 30, maybe 40 minutes tops. You'll notice most of my workouts on my channel are 15 to 30 minutes, a lot of 20-minute workout videos. I don't feel like you need to work out for a long length of time. It's more so what you're doing within that time. So what are you doing in that time that you're allotting yourself to work out? That's what it's about. What are you doing? That's why it's not about going to the gym. What are you doing at the gym? What are you doing at the gym? Some people are doing more at home than someone's doing in the gym. So it's not really the environment. It's what you're doing in that environment. I like to use the example of people who go away, like they're in jail or something like that, where you know there's not access to gym memberships and all of that, but they come home, child, they swole, they big, because they used what they had, which was just whatever was around, the bed, the floors. So it's about what you do in the environment that you're in. Figure out how to make whatever your situation is work, whether that be the environment or the amount of time. Figure it out. Figure out like how to make, just look around. If you can walk, walking is a great way to exercise. I do a lot of walking. So walking is a total body workout. Walk. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. When I walk, if I walk, I'm literally going for an intentional walk. It's going to be minimum about an hour. I walk 3+ miles at a time. I like to minimum. If I say, hey, I'm going walking, I like for it to be at least 3 miles. Listen, it needs to count. I like to walk at least 3 miles. For some of you, that may seem like a lot, but it's really not that much. So start tracking your steps, the amount of miles that you walk, so you really can see what you're doing, because some of you may be doing it already and don't even realize it because you're not monitoring it. Monitoring your steps, how many miles you get in each day, your movement, that's a great way to be accountable, to show up for yourself, because it has you to be conscious about your movement. If you're able to see at any moment that you haven't gotten up in a while. My watch it'll buzz like if I've sat for a long length of time, and it'll let me know, hey, you've been sitting for a while. I'm always moving, so it's not that often I'll feel a buzz like that, but it does happen. My default goal, my steps, as far as my daily goal, I like to hit 10,000 steps a day. If I'm working out, I'll typically, meet that goal if I'm moving. Because it's not hard. If you're moving, it's not hard to hit 10,000 steps, especially if I go for a walk. But I don't always get a walk in. That's why, when I don't get a walk in, I'm doing these types of exercises. Right now, I'm just kind of cooling down. You want to make sure that after you do any type of physical activity, You stretch. You don't want your muscles to tighten, because that's what happens a lot of times, when you feel sore after a workout. So if you haven't worked out in a while, those muscles were tight. So you want to loosen them up. That's why we see a lot of seniors, they move, they're stiff and things like that, because they're using muscles that they don't use on a regular. So when you see them move around and walk, they're very stiff. They're not flexible. So watching me or what I do, this will help you to not be so stiff. It'll kind of, you'll loosen up. I even get stiff at times, but the more I work out, the easier I can do the things that you see me do. There was a time where I would feel, stiff, especially in my legs. Prior to me getting on here and showing you all like physical fitness moves, I've been doing this probably since maybe June. Consistently, at least. I've done it before on my channel where I showed you all workout videos, but they really weren't live. They were pre-records. Right now I work out live in front of you. So prior to that, I was pretty much walking instead of working out like in this form. I like to be outside. I like to walk. So I decided to come on, and insert live workouts as part of my content to show you alternate ways to get the results that you can get from walking. So you can walk, that's one way. And then you can do these exercises that you just watched me do, depending on when you came in, when you joined this live. If you're returning to my channel, y'all know what it is. If you're new to my channel, I am Chic. My channel is Chic Speaks, and I do live workouts. And I also review long form content. So you can walk, you can get that. You can get the results, because from a weight standpoint, I'm 130 pounds. I got it from walking, just walking. But as far as with the sculpting, which is what I want to do more, the definition, that came from these exercises. So let me say it again. Losing of the weight, the pounds, 130 pounds, walking, child, 100% walking. Walking 1 hour, which for me is around 3 miles. So some people walk it or move faster than the others. So 3 miles, one hour walking. So however you want to slice it and dice it. 3 miles or 1 hour walking, 5 to 6 days a week has me this size. And I'll tell you, going into the pandemic, I was 146 pounds. I just was at a point in my life where I was just comfortable, just doing bare minimum type physical activity. Pandemic hit, everyone's locked in the house. So I'm like, oh, well, there's nothing else to do. Let me just up my walking game. Next thing you know, I had lost like 20 pounds. I had gotten down to maybe like 125. That was strictly walking. That was walking. And so over the summer, I was like, okay, well, let me incorporate just these types of workouts. So I've been doing these types of workouts since like June. And you can go back on my channel and watch the videos since I started doing them like live. So working out since probably June. So for me, it helped me to more so get more of a definition to my body. And it helps me to maintain. But if you want to lose weight, you can do it by just walking. You can, but it makes a difference on how much walking you're doing. So if you're not doing a lot of walking and you're maybe doing 15, 20 minutes, then you may want to walk and incorporate maybe some of these exercises and hit them both. So you either want to up your walking game or you want to introduce actual physical workout activity. So it's up to you, but there's just different ways that I want to show you or talk to you about with how you can lose weight. It just comes down to what works best for you, your lifestyle, what are your limitations, if you have any. I have different types of workouts on my channel. During the summer, I did a 30-day body transformation challenge where I challenged those who came across my content to work out consistently for 30 days. The purpose of that challenge was for you to see how you can transform your body in as little as 30 days. 30 days it's a lot of that time, but not a lot of time. Depends on, what you're trying to do. But for a body transformation, 30 days isn't really a long time. But with consistency, you can see great changes in your body in 30 days. I know for myself in the 30 days, I saw, as I talk about with the definition, the sculpting, that was a change that I saw in my body. Also, lost some pounds as well. So you can transform your body. The key is going to be consistency, consistently showing up for yourself, minimum 3-4 days a week, minimum 15-20 minutes. Give that a try. Give it a try. Plus, upping your water game. You have to drink water. Water is great. It's like fuel to the body. It helps to energize you. It helps with mental clarity. Actually, water has the same benefits that exercising does, because exercising does all of that too. You know, if you ever wake up and like, oh, I'm so tired, you might need to exercise, because exercise can rejuvenate you, give you a boost of energy and things of that nature. So you ever just feel like you just don't feel like doing nothing, that's your sign to do something. So in the morning, I like to start my day out with 25 squats. So while I'm doing something that doesn't require a lot of energy, such as like brushing my teeth or something, I'll just do 25 squats. In the evenings, before bed, I drop and do another 25 squats. So that's 50 squats in one day. So if you don't get anything in, that's 50 squats that you got in a day. That can be a start to a fitness regimen for you, where you can maybe incorporate other exercises into that. Next thing you know, child, you maybe got 10 exercises you do, and you got you a whole fitness routine. So it just starts somewhere. I just want to encourage you all to start somewhere. Starting somewhere meaning to get some type of movement in. Many people are not happy with how they look, certain parts of their body, and a lot of those parts, some things you can't change with exercise, but a lot of things you can. So I talk to you about the things that you can, such as like your midsection. Many of the ladies talk about having a pooch from having a baby. That wasn't my story. I did not have a pooch, but I know most women I hear talk about it, they went through that thing. But these exercises that I do, it helps with that as well. Maybe I didn't have that because I worked out. I literally have been working out, doing exercise for the most part, like as a regularly. It may vary with the type of exercises I do, but probably about almost 20 years. My oldest son is 19, so after having him, I still was left with about 15 pounds of baby weight. So I got my first gym membership. So at that point, I was like 24 years old. And right now, next month, I'll be 44. So I got my first gym membership at 24 following having a baby. And I needed to get the weight off. So I joined the gym, and that's how I got the weight off. With my next two babies within those 5 years, because all my kids were within 5 years, I worked out pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-pregnancy. So listen, the snapback was snapping back, because my body was conditioned to working out, just being a certain way. My child muscle memory is real. My muscles knew, okay, we got the baby out. Now it's time for us to kind of go back. So even in the hospital, the nurses would notice that my stomach, everything was kind of starting to quickly go back. They was able to feel my muscles, things like that, because my body was conditioned to working out. During my pregnancies, I did a lot of Pilates classes. That's really when I got introduced to Pilates. I do have some videos on my channel for that if you're familiar with that or want to know more about that type of workout. But Pilates, I did that. I would take classes. The company I worked for at the time we had gyms, multiple gyms. So there was classes I was able to take while at work. So during my lunch hour, I would take a class. So I did that for 2 pregnancies. So it really was very convenient for me to kind of stay on top of things as far as with my weight during pregnancy, post-pregnancy, in between pregnancies, because I had 2 babies while at that job, my last 2 kids. So those pregnancies, I was in better shape during the whole pregnancy experience, and my body kind of reverted back much easier than it did with the first child, even though I was younger with the first child, but I didn't work out or anything then because I was always small. I was basically this size going into my first pregnancy. So now, after having kids, my children are 19, 16, and 14. This body, I still have my pre-baby, my pre-pregnancy body. This is my pre-pregnancy body. Probably more defined now because, child, I wasn't working out then, so I was just small. Now you can see a little definition. So this is from my hard efforts with just working out and doing what I need to do to maintain for a look that I want. So what look do you want? What are you willing to work at? You know, how hard are you willing to work for it? Anything that I want, like I just go hard. I really work at it. There's a certain aesthetic that I desire to have. I'm like, child, if I got to age, let your girl age gracefully. You know, let your girl look like she ain't got no kids. Let your girl look like she ain't nowhere near 40. Like that's me. So that's what I want from me. What do you want for you? Figure that out. Figure out how you can achieve that. So I'm showing you what it is that I do. So whether this camera is on or not, I show up for myself, and these are the things that I do to maintain. I was motivated to talk to you all about what it is I do because I do get questions. Sheik, how often do you work out? Every day. They don't be ready for that. But I do work out every day, or I'm either exercising every day or I'm a walk. But I'm also a content creator, so my content is centered around like working out. So there's that accountability, but I also like to walk too. So it's nothing for me to just do something that's exercise related on a regular, because again, it's my lifestyle. So keep that in mind for ladies, gentlemen. Like, it's got to be a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle situation, because you don't want to, you may, but I know for me, I didn't want to look a certain way for just one event or just the summer season. For me, it was about year round. What's that all about where you have to just look good for the summertime? Like, why can't you look your best year round? That's my thought process. Listen, the late Nipsey Hussle said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Your girl believes in always staying ready. I like to say I'm always date ready. I'm always vacation ready. Where we going? Where you want to go? At best, I'm about to try to look for and find an excuse to go buy me some more outfits, because the body is going to already be doing what it needs to do. I'm just ready to go. So I like to always just be ready, and I want to encourage you all to be ready. So start working towards being ready. So therefore, when that next thing come up, like, you good. Because a lot of people's self-esteem is severely impacted because of how they look. And a lot of it, we have control. We have control over the weight loss more than what we think we know. And many of you may not know what to do. So I like to talk to you following a workout on what to do, how you can achieve the results that I've achieved, similar results, even greater results. Child, you can go harder than me. I just show you what I'm willing to put into it. And it ain't a whole lot. I ain't never been one that's been that deep into a workout. Like, that's just me. I don't like to spend a lot of time just doing it. Listen, the way my life's set up, I ain't got all that kind of time. So that's why I come out here and I show you guys ways, if you're short on time because you got other things going on, things that you can do, but do consistently and get results. So you all watch me. You may depend on when you came in here. Good morning. I am Chic. My channel, Chic Speaks. I just completed a live 20-minute HIIT workout. Please like the video, like, share, subscribe. Welcome. You all are quiet today, so I see you coming in, but no one hasn't dropped a comment. So let me know, where are you at? Do you have questions? But I'm here to help however I can. But in the title of my videos, if you're new to my channel, I will have the length of time of the workout and the type of workout. So you'll see different types of workouts. As of late, primarily my workouts have been like HIIT workouts, high intense interval training workouts. Yesterday I did a Tabata workout, so that's a HIIT workout, but it's faster. It's faster than what I did today. Meaning in between each exercise, it's like I think that was like an 8-second rest, so it's just super fast. I happen to like those type of workouts versus like a Pilates. That's something you haven't seen on this channel yet. I don't know if you ever will, but that just never, it's just not my type of workout that I'm into. But I do, not Pilates, yoga. I like Pilates. I have Pilates workout. Yoga, child. That's real slow. It's slow for me. I haven't introduced you all to that on this channel as of yet. Who knows what's to come, but as of right now, I do not have any yoga videos on my channel, but I do have Pilates. I love Pilates. I did that when I was pregnant, so that helped me to, maintain my my body the best I could, while gaining, the baby pregnancy weight when I was pregnant with my last two children. So Pilates, I do like Pilates, but my preferred type of like physical workout, I really like the HIIT workouts, the high intense. I like how fast they are. I'm typically someone that likes to kind of do things fast. I normally naturally walk fast. I'm not walking as fast as I normally could because I had a surgery on my left foot. But guess what? I did not let that stop me. I had that surgery in May. I told you I started showing you all me on camera doing physical activity in like June. So I am still within like a 6-month recovery period, but I didn't want to let that, sit me down, because a lot of times people will have surgeries, there's injuries taking place, and a lot of times it's easy time to put a lot of weight on because you're not moving, you're sitting. Child, I did not want that to be my story. So I just kept moving, walked around, in my neighborhood. I just had to go slower than normal. But people saw like, wow, like, they watched my progress from walking in a post-surgical shoe to just walking in 2 regular shoes. Like, they literally were like, oh my goodness, because they were watching me. And I hope that I was maybe able to even be a motivation to some of them. Like, child, if she can get out there with 1 bum foot and still walk, why can't I with 2 good feet? You see what I'm saying? I like to be an example. I am no different, no better than anybody else. I just get up and just do something. And that's what I want you to do. Get up and move. Do what you can. I just do what I can. My exercise and my form, everything isn't always on par. It's not. But I do it. You see, I do it. That is the point, is to do it, to try your best. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And that's just the way it works. That's with anything we do. Link, good morning. You say your abs look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I like to call this over here in the morning the ab chasers. Some of us have never seen our abs or haven't seen them in a very, very long time. So any exercises that I do, my abs, like it's a focal area, because it's always been one of my favorite parts of my body, my waistline. I like to keep a small waistline, a flat stomach. So, child, I don't know if y'all been on this channel before, but listen, all summer, even yesterday, your girl had a crop top on. So my belly at least the bottom half of my belly was showing all summer long. It was just that type of summer for your girl. A midriff summer, with my stomach out. But, why not? I'm able to do it. I've been working really hard. So you can do it too. Some of you still do it with the belly. Listen, whatever moves you, child. But she don't like a belly. I like my little situation to be tight. I like it flat. So y'all, this is what I do to get those results. If you like the same thing, follow me. Do what it is that you see me do, and that will help you get those results, to trim down this part right here. Because ladies, I know, I see it. This can be a whole problem, especially, as you're getting older. You're like me, 40 plus, like you're like, child, I've been trying to get rid of this. Okay, what have you been doing? Have you been doing the right things? As far as diet, I get questions asked a lot. Sheik, what do you eat? What type of diet? I eat whatever I want. What that means is that for me, I'm big on portion control. So I don't eat a lot of anything. When I do go out to a restaurant, I rarely eat like all the food on my plate. I'm going to automatically just half it. I'm either going to half it or cut it in thirds, but I don't eat all of nothing. It's always going to be something to take to go. So that plated meal is either 2 or 3 meals. That has worked for me. Good morning, Yvonne McGowan. Good morning. That has worked for me with portion control. We are in America, in the USA. It's a known thing that our portion control, our portions on the plates is just crazy compared to other countries, and that is why we're bigger people naturally than people in other, parts of the world. We eat more. But you can control that. You can't control the amount that they're putting in front of you, but you can control the amount that you're consuming, right? So start there. Cut the portions in half. Start there. Even if you ain't even busting a move and doing none of these exercises you see me doing. if you at least start with the portion control, you'll see a change even there, because you're going to be consuming less calories. I've never been a girl to just write and monitor my calories that way. So I ain't never had time for that. I told y'all I don't like doing nothing to take a whole lot of energy. So what I would do is just portion out. So I'm like, okay, I don't know the total amount of calories in what I'm about to consume, but I know just by basic math, if I don't eat it all, I'm not consuming all the calories, right? So that's pretty much what I've done over the years. I've just had that way of thinking. So it's about kind of being intentional with what it is that you do. So I'm very intentional with anything that I do. So when it comes to my food consumption, I'm intentional. I'm thinking about how much of that do I want to consume. I may not know how many calories it is, but it look like it's a whole lot of calories. I know for a fact it's not the healthiest. So I know it's probably gonna, have some calories that I don't need. So let me just eat some of it. So that's just kind of my mindset. And that's how I've been for years, which is why I still eat whatever I want. It's just in moderation. I'm still able to maintain a healthy body size. So just start viewing food just differently. Don't eat things out of the bag, whether you got the whole bag in front of you. Portion out in amount and put it in a cup or a plate or bowl, whatever it is. But don't sit with the big family party size bag of chips in front of you, the big, package of, container of cookies in front of you, or a container of ice cream. Portion out what it is that you know that you would be good with eating. Okay, if I eat all of this, it's not going to be a whole lot because I portioned it out. So I portioned out enough to where I know, okay, it's good if I take out, if I eat all of this, because you portioned it out. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's just the thought process. I'm telling y'all the things that I do, and it has helped me. People ask, Sheik, what do you do? Well, child, this is what the hell I do. This is what I do. It ain't that deep. It's just me consistently doing what it is I'm telling you I do. This is what I do. What else? Breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person. Never have. It's just never been a thing. I eat breakfast. It's just rare that I do it. So usually my first meal of the day is going to be lunch. And more often than not, most of the time, that's going to probably be around 3 o'clock or after. So child, you rolling into early dinner by that point. So a lot of times I'm good for eating maybe even one meal a day if it was a late lunch. If it's something that was between the 3 and 5. I'm not a foodie like that to where I'm stopping and just getting meals after so many hours. A lot of time I'm busy, and I notice that the more busier I am, the less I think about food and sit and eat food. Especially being a content creator, the more content I kick out, especially this summer, your girl been working. So doing these workout videos, I've been consuming my water, my vitamins, but just not a whole lot of food. So the busier you are, some of you may eat a lot. My question is, what are you doing? Are you bored? How busy are you? Because my thing is, if you're super busy, you're not finding a lot of time to just be sitting and eating. That's just from what I've seen. You ain't got time. Like, you're busy. You're doing stuff. You're living life. So you may be bored. You may need to fill that time with something else. And maybe you can incorporate some type of fitness, exercising, walking, do something more than what you're doing, and see if that will have you to think about food maybe less. Therefore, you're consuming less. Again, as I said, I don't eat breakfast, so that rolls into the conversation of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is when you're going at least maybe like 16 or more hours in between meals. So you may be eating in like a 8-hour window, whatever that 8-hour window is, and then around that, it's like you're not consuming any food, calories. You may drink water or whatever, take your vitamins, but you're not consuming like food. So that's pretty much how I eat. I've eaten like that for years and didn't know it was a thing. It was a name to it, because like I said, I've never been a big breakfast person. So if I'm not eating breakfast and I'm eating my lunch late, that's a lot of hours I've gone without eating from the night before. Most of the time I'm not eating past like 8 o'clock. So child, if I said I ain't ate since like 7 the previous day and my first meal was 3 o'clock, I don't know how many hours that is. I done went a lot of hours without eating. So that's with the whole intermittent fasting. You're just eating in a certain window. And there are some people who just within that certain 8-hour window, they eat however much they want because they know, hell, I ain't ate all them other hours, so I'm only eating in these 8 hours. So you can research intermittent fasting and see how it's worked for some people, but I've seen people just go in and just consume a lot of calories in those 8 hours because their body went so long without eating. So it's like they burn so many calories to where they're like, well, hell, I can afford to consume all of this because I've gone so long without putting anything in my body. So my mindset isn't like that, but it's like that more so from a standpoint of me knowing I can eat whatever I want to because I went so long without putting something in my body. But I don't go ham with eating a large quantity of it. For the most part, like I don't want to eat it all because my body is used to not eating a lot, so my stomach isn't that big. You can shrink your stomach. So if your body get used to you consuming a less amount of food, your body will get used to that being now the amount that you're full at. So in the beginning, as you all start to cut your portions, you might still feel like you're hungry and all this and that. But eventually, you won't feel that way because your body will get conditioned to eating that amount of food. You see what I'm saying? It's like the memory. The body's like a machine. It's going to remember like, oh, we get full at this point. We don't need to eat more. In the beginning, if you are still feeling hungry, like eat something, more vegetables maybe, more fruit, but things that are little to no calories. But eventually your body will get used to it. And next thing you know, you just won't even be able to consume as much food as you used to. You'll get full fast. Like you just can't do it. And that's pretty much how I am. I just can't do it. I eat until I'm comfortable and it's like, okay, I'm done. And that's that. And most of the time it's not all of my food that I eat. It'll be, I'll have leftovers and that's perfectly fine. Link said, are you in your 30s or 40s? Your body looks better than most girls in their 20s. I'm in my 40s. I'm 43. I'll be 44 next month. Yes, so yeah, this is my body. As I said, going into motherhood at 23. I got pregnant at 23 with my first son. I was this size. And yeah, my kids are 19, 16, 14. And this is the body that I maintain as at 43, nearing 44. My birthday, October, I'll be 44. So yeah, I do recognize, most of my peers know their bodies don't look like mine. And yes, it's more in line with a teenage body or 20s. But child, these people thick these days. So a lot of their bodies not even like mine. But I do recognize my body is more in line with that age group. I have a niece that's 21. So our bodies are more, very comparable. But I also have, I have sisters that are also in their 40s and their bodies are, as far as size is very kind of comparable to mine too. So from a genetic standpoint, I come from a family of like small frame people. But still, you can come from that, but still not do right with your diet and still, pack the pounds on. So I just wanted to just throw that out there that I do have family where they have small frame, but you can still be small, but still look a different type of way where it's not like a healthy looking small, a sculpted small. It's just, you're just there. So me working out allows for me to kind of sculpt my body to have it, have some type of definition to it. Child, I want to have some type of curve. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. I don't want to just be skin and bones like sticks like I was when I, graduated high school. I want some type of curves. So even though I'm a small frame, I still have some type of curves to where it's just like I'm just not just some skinny chick, for me. So I'm quite happy with how my body looks, but I work at it, and I want to encourage you all to do as well. PM says, good morning, I love your outfit. Thank you. This was a gift from my mom, my children, and my mom. So I was like, hey, I'll wear it on the next workout video. I thought it was cute too. So thank you very much. But child, ladies, men, sometimes it can be the workout outfit that may motivate you to say, oh, let me get up and do something. Oh, that look cute. I want to put my little outfit on. Listen, whatever it takes to get you motivated to show up for yourself, do what you need to do. It might be that little outfit. Okay, and I'm all about finding what it is that's going to motivate you to do something What is that thing? Is it going to be something such as clothes, workout attire? Is it going to be, okay, you have a trip coming up? Is it going to be, hey, you listen, you trying to catch you something out there. You trying to, you trying to find you somebody, whatever it is. But just make sure that whatever that reason is, it's because it's for you, and it's something you're going to be able to keep up and maintain, or at least try to work very hard to do that, because we don't want to be fine for a season, child. We want to be able to keep it up. You want to keep your results up. You want to keep it up. You don't want to catch him when you looking your best, and then catch him or her when you looking your best, and then once you get them, you slack off, and then you go back to looking the way you used to look, and they wonder like, what the hell happened? What's going on here? And that's just not what you want. I personally don't feel like it's fair to your partner to have that type of mindset of, oh, well, I got him now. It is what it is. No. Like, now you about to introduce some other kind of problems. So no, just show up for yourself, and, I want to show up for your partner, the person you're with. You want to still maintain or keep their attraction, their attention. So, it's about you, and then the ones you care about as well. From a health standpoint, you want to still, stick around for them, right? So you got to take care of yourself. So it starts with you wanting to just show up for you. And then as a result of that, your loved ones around you are able to benefit from that. That's how I look at it. My husband, my children, my family, they're able to benefit from the efforts that I put into myself. That's what it's about. But it's about me first and foremost, and it need to be about you first and foremost. So don't be stuck on not looking like right now what the next person look like, not looking like what I look like, your neighbor look like, your sister look like, your brother look like. It's about you and your journey. You don't know. I say everyone had their day one. You just likely were not there for their day one. So you don't know what they look like on their day one. You're seeing the results. That's anyone with success. We don't know of their even existence half the time until they're successful. So, child, we missed all the time. We didn't see them when they was putting that work in. Some of you can probably relate where you've had successes. People see your wins, but they didn't see you when you was putting that work in, but they want that instant. They want what you got right now. And it's just like, well, wait a minute, I had to do this, that, and the third to get this. And they like, I don't know if I want to do all that. Well, hell, you don't want these results either then, because you can't get the results without the work. So keep that in mind. You see me today, but obviously I didn't always look this way. I said I had 3 babies. So that means I didn't always look this way. I've had to work to get this way. Keep that in mind. You did not see that transformation. You're seeing me after I've put the work in. So that's just with anyone that you come across and that you see that's successful, that you admire. Keep in mind that you're seeing their wins. You didn't see the sweat, the blood, sweat, and tears that what they put into it. You didn't see what their day one looked like, what their starting point looked like. I say that to say is that we all have a day one, a starting point, no matter how successful we are, how great we look. There was that day one. There was that day one. I challenge you to ask questions to those who you admire, who those you would like to maybe one day emulate. Ask them to share their story with you. A lot of people love to share their story, their testimony, and talk about their humble beginnings, just as I do on here. I like to talk about myself as a way to motivate you, to show you that you too can get the results that you desire with hard work, consistency, dedication. I want to tell you that I didn't always look like this, so I share my journey of, having children, what my weight was going into the pandemic. So unlike most people during the pandemic who put on weight, I lost weight because I had a mindset. Remember, I'm always conscious. I'm like, oh, child, we're shut in. We're not moving. Okay, let me up my moving, my walking game. Let me move more, because I understand that when you're sitting, you're eating, you can pack on the pounds. And I was like, oh, I don't want that. So I just started walking. So next thing you know, when the world opened back up, people start seeing one another again. I was literally smaller, and everyone else like mostly was bigger. I would say probably everybody else probably in my circle, except for like my sisters are smaller frame. But like people I work with, neighbors, like people were just bigger. People were just bigger because they were in the house just eating, doing nothing. So I just kind of had a different thought process during that time. I said, I know this can happen, so I'm going to do this. Y'all see, it was just the thought process. I'm very analytical. I'm always in my head thinking, overthinking. So it worked out in my favor by me thinking that way because I didn't pack on the pounds. I lost weight. So that's, but child, most of the things I do, I just go deep in thought with it. I go deep in the weeds with my thoughts. But for the most part, it's actually have protected me throughout life by me being very analytical like that. So sometimes you do need to really stop and really think things through instead of just jumping off the porch or doing what the next person's doing. Really think about, child, do that make damn sense? No, because most of the time it don't. It don't. Addison says, good morning. I'm about to go ride my bike. Go on, ride your bike, Addison. That's been on my list of things to get for years. I love bike riding. I love it. I absolutely love it. That would probably be second in line to me enjoying walking. I probably actually would like bike riding more. I just haven't had my own bike in a long time, and I want one. And so that's great. If you have a bike, go ride your bike, do something. I just say do something. I don't really care what it is. You just do more than what you've been doing. Do more than what you've been doing. Get that physical activity in. Be safe about it. Get you something, a Fitbit or the Apple Watch, something that you can wear to be accountable for your activity. So therefore you can actually look at something and see how much you did that day. And then it's like a running report because it's going to compare it against what you did the previous day. So then you'll see, because it'll let you know, oh, you did more activity today than that. Like, it's going to call you out. Like, damn, I see you doing something today. The watch will call you out. So I like it because it definitely helps, to keep me accountable. And that's kind of what you need. So I would say start there for any of you who's like, oh, I need to do more. Figure out how you can be accountable. What can help you be accountable. Wear a device or something that can help you with that. If you do currently wear Apple Watch, then pay attention to those features pertaining to the fitness part of your life and use that as a means to be accountable, especially if you don't have like a person in your life to keep you accountable. And many of us don't have accountability partners or people to motivate us in our life. Like a lot of people don't have that. So that's why you have to then go out and find your tribe. And the internet is a great place for that because you can connect with people from all around the world. You can come back to my channel, catch me live if you can. Child, you'd be lucky if you catch me live because I don't have a set schedule when it comes to my workout content on times of the days that I work out. It's usually in the AM, but the time can vary from as early as 6:30 a.m. into as late as 11 o'clock a.m. So that's a pretty big window, but it's like that because of my busy schedule. So if you cannot catch a live, that's fine. Be a part of the replay gang. Just make sure you like, share, and subscribe. But just get it in. Just get it in. However, wherever, just be motivated. I just want you all to be motivated. And I come out here to help to motivate you all. That's my reason for coming out here. I want to motivate, even if it's just one person I reach. Sometimes it just be that it's about me coming out and just reaching the one person. I don't know who that one person is, but I come out here and talk in hopes that I can reach that one person who I can have an impact on. And I sometimes have people come back and provide their testimonies and say, hey, Sheik, I did some of the things you said. I walked more. I drank more water. I cut my portions, and I'm getting results. So that's what it's all about. I want you all to put the work in so you can create your own testimonies, because people love a good testimony. So create your testimony, get those results, create the new you that has people to say, child, what are you doing? Talk to me. What did you do? I'm seeing the change in you. Because if you recognize these changes, oh yeah, the people gonna recognize too. They may not say anything right away, but they're gonna eventually get to a point where they're gonna be like, listen, talk to me. What are you doing? Because it's gonna be that obvious. So get ready, child, because they're gonna be asking questions. Some of them not going to be here for what you did, the sacrifices you make. But that's what it's about, because everybody's not willing to put the work in. So it comes down to, do you want it bad enough? What's most important, the temporary gratification of whatever for that moment, or the long term as far as how you want to look and feel Which one's most important? For me, it's the long term, how I want to look and feel. So I take that any day over me wanting to just consume a bunch of just whatever for that moment. So that's pretty much what my life is about. It's just heavy on the sacrifice. Heavy on the sacrifice, but I'm good with it because I'm happy with the results that I have because of the sacrifices that I made. So what sacrifices are you willing to make today? It is Monday, top of the week. Let's get it. Do something new today. If you're able to go outside, go walk, ride a bike, jog, whatever it is that you do, child, do something. Exercise, catch one of my videos on the replay game, be a part of the replay game, but just do something. I just want you to do something today. Do something more than what you've been doing. I like to leave by saying, go out into the world and show up in a way in which you want others to show up for you, meaning go out and be a light. Be positive, think positive, speak positivity into someone else. I happen to believe like attracts like. So if you got that good energy, you're going to attract other people with like energy. And I like to say, whatever you think, guess what? You're right. So if you think positively about yourself, about the world, you're right. If you think negatively about yourself, about the world, guess what? You're right. Because whatever your thoughts are, that's what's going to show up in life in the real, I like to call it 3D form, in the real 3D, 60, whatever D we're in these days. That is what you're going to see in that form based off of what your thought process is. So change your thoughts, change your thoughts. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I have a backup channel. You can follow me over there if you're interested in just reaction video, reaction commentary on just viral things that's going on in the world. Because, child, it'll be a lot going on. Check me out on that channel. It's called Chic Speaks on it. You can access the link to that channel from my community page, from this channel that you're watching me on right now, Chic Speaks. But my backup channel, Chic Speaks on it. So it's just strictly a reaction channel. It's no fitness, commentary or anything like videos on there. It's just strictly like reaction. So join me over there. I have a show scheduled for 6:00 p.m. today on the death of a young 21-year-old young man in North Carolina. And yeah, I just want to bring some attention, some awareness to his story. I think his name's Javion McGee. So I learned about his story yesterday. So I want to talk about it. So you can join me over there on my backup channel, Chic Speaks, and then the 2 words, on it. So Chic Speaks on it is my backup channel. So definitely go on over there, join me, like, share, and subscribe, all of that jazz. But it's been fun. We did a 20-minute HIIT workout, a total body workout. This is what I do to maintain, child. This is homegrown. We call this homegrown. I live in Georgia. I'm from California, but I've been living in Georgia for over 20 years. So listen, it's homegrown. Listen, it was made at home. No Dr. Miami, no flights to LA for surgeries. No, this is homegrown, meaning this is just strictly just, how I eat, from my diet to how I get my exercise in, and this is how I get these results. So that's all I have for y'all. It's Monday. Happy Monday. I want y'all to make it a great one and be blessed. I am Chic. This is Chic Speaks, and I'm out.